What's up? This is Ricky from Motionless in White, and you are watching Ramzine.
Hey, it's Natalie here at Download on a beautiful Friday afternoon with Ricky from Motionless in White. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
I'm glad to be here.
We're actually talking about that. It's your third time at Download, isn't it? Because we saw you on the 10th stages, then it was the second stage 2 years ago supporting Manson, and now your main stage.
Yeah.
It must feel fantastic.
It's amazing. It's unreal, yeah.
Did you ever expect that you'd be on main stage so quickly, I guess?
I mean, I don't know how, it doesn't feel quick,
It's
been
like 2 years, but you get some bands that sort of end up sort of waiting a bit longer than 2 years.
I mean, we were shocked and of course honored to do that. Yeah, we very, very happy and lucky and fortunate to be playing main stage. I mean, I feel like that's one of every band's dreams, is to play main stage on Download. So it's amazing.
How do you think, since 2015, how would you say that Download's evolved since your last visit? Is there any significant changes that you've noticed?
Since I've been a part of it, I really haven't noticed anything crazy that's been radically different. The thing that stands out for me the most is always that the fans are just crazy. They're so much more over the top than anywhere else.
Really?
And I don't know if it's just because bands don't typically, they're just seeing bands that they don't normally see,
You have quite a following over here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was just telling another person that this whole little tour that we're doing over here has the reaction from fans everywhere has just been like what is happening? I mean, it's always been good, but it's never been like wow, that's
you guys
nuts.
seem to have just blown up, haven't you? Really?
I mean, I don't like to say that, but I feel like to some degree there's been that kind of momentum, so it's been really cool.
Cool. I was going to say as well, your new album, The Graveyard Shift, was released in May.
Yes.
How would you say that it's different to your other 5 albums? Is there anything that stands out?
I think that it's just more kind of concentrated. I feel like it's with Reincarnate we kind of found what we were looking for sound-wise.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to kind of emphasize that and be like, this is who we are, and that's how I think that this album turned out, which I wish that we could just go back and be like, this is our first album, but it can't work that way.
That's part of the fun, to see how you evolve over the years and to follow you on your journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, one of the tracks, Necessary Evil, featured Jonathan Davis.
Oh yes.
What was that? That's insane. How did that happen? How did you get Jonathan Davis on board, and what was it like working with him?
It was just kind of through management. I mean, we just tossed out the idea, and he responded and said, yeah, he'd love to do it, and we were like, okay.
Really?
Did not expect that. I mean, it was just a shot in the dark, so it was amazing. He's an awesome dude. He's probably one of the coolest rock stars, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
I feel like people like him and Corey Taylor and all those people that are just these mega rock stars are just the nicest people that you ever meet.
I have been
it's
told
crazy.
that Jonathan Davis is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And really, really lovely.
Yeah.
And the same with Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
So it's sort of the Dave Grohl thing all over again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said to you earlier that I was going to ask you this, because you guys are always touring, always gigging.
Always.
Something's got to have happened.
Yes.
So what would you say is your most embarrassing, funniest, or memorable moment from all of the Motionless in White shows to date?
I'm going to say that even up to now, probably my most embarrassing moment was back maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and we were doing a tour in the States, and I don't remember who we were playing with, but we were in Texas, and the way that the stage was set up was kind of like this was the stage, and there was 2 little side sections that went off the side, and the stages didn't fully kind of go together, and I stepped backwards and fell through the crack, and I was stuck with one leg in the crack for a song, like almost 2 songs, I think, trying to get myself out while playing.
That is the show must go on.
Yeah, and I always tell people, if you have video of that, put it on YouTube and tag me in it or something, but I've never seen it, and I don't think that I will, but someday
anyone
maybe.
noticed that you just suddenly went down because obviously the music kept going?
I think fans in the front row noticed for sure, but yeah, to me I was just like, God, that was so just. Of course that would happen,
It sounds a little bit more graceful than the Madonna fall, though.
But yeah, I mean,
Which makes you wrong off stage.
Yeah.
Right, now into some fun questions.
Okay.
How many angry but unarmed 4-year-olds would it take to kick your ass?
Angry but unarmed. I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
Okay.
I feel like I could punt a few of them away before they take me down.
I have 2. It's harder than you think.
Okay. Maybe less. I might be underestimating them.
Which member of the band are you convinced is an alien, and what does their home planet look like?
Is an alien. I'm inclined to say Ghost just because he's such an odd person. But I also want to say Ryan because he has this strange fascination with aliens and space and all that. So maybe I feel like that's kind of like his like calling to home or something. I don't know.
What do you think his home planet would look like?
If it was Ryan, it would probably be. I don't know. He's gonna hate me for saying this, but I'd probably say just a bunch of weed plants. That's probably what it would look like.
That's why America's like the top destination to go to at the moment because it's legalized.
Oh yeah, sure.
So it'd be very green and would sustain life then.
Yeah, and maybe Rick and Morty would make an appearance because he loves them too. So.
Oh, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that I was going to sort of say is, obviously, because of your phenomenal sort of like makeup, do you do your own washing, or do you have a mother there somewhere who is cursing you as she's going through all the vanish?
I do my own laundry.
Okay.
I actually haven't lived with my mom in probably close to 10 years, so.
You don't like send the shirts back or anything?
No. I'm sure she wishes she could do my laundry because she always I live on the East Coast and she lives on the West Coast, so I'm sure she would love for me to live at their house so that she could do my laundry, but
I wish I lived at home too sometimes. I really do. So, I mean, obviously, you've got such a busy schedule. What do you like to do when you have time off?
It's actually funny because I go home and I just want to sit and watch TV or do nothing really, and because being on the road constantly, you don't want to go anywhere when you go home, and my girlfriend hates it because as soon as I get home, she's like, let's go do this, let's go do that, and I'm just like, can we just sit here for like
stare at the wall?
Like, let me just lay here for a week and melt into the couch, please. But no, usually we go, like, her and I like to go hiking and go see trees and forests and all that kind of stuff. I like to take pictures and take video and do that, so I like to do that in my off time. So.
I mean, I know you're saying that you like to do that in your off time and hiking with your girlfriend, but you can't always do that when you're on the road. So what do you do on the road to keep yourself amused? Email interviews?
Oh, God. Here and there, yeah, for sure. A lot of it is just kind of reading, and like I said, I do photography and videos. I just started recently doing that, so this last States tour, every day I would just leave and walk around the city wherever we were doing and just try and find something cool and just to take video or pictures or whatever, and that's usually my day.
Do you have a separate site for your photography? Do you post them online?
No, I don't. I refuse to call myself a photographer because I feel like that's such a cliche thing, so I like to take pictures, I like to do video. I'm not a photographer, so I just
do it because you love it.
Yeah.
And finally, do you have a message that you'd like to send out to your fans?
Yeah, just pick up our album if you haven't. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for being here. See you at a show soon, hopefully.